Good day, dear first year students. How are you? I hope you are all well. And today's our new theme is Hope for the Future. And we also hope that after graduating the university, you will be a good specialist. And as you know, we conduct our lesson from Headway, pre-intermediate level students book, first edition by John and Liz Source. Let's analyze with you what is hope itself. Hope is the essence of life. Many of us could not even live a life of peace without having hope deep inside the heart. Life is unpredictable, hard, and quite notorious and at times. Things go out of hand and beyond of our control many times. Hope helps us to keep the fight on and improves the chances of making our life better. Hope, the essence of life, keeps our eyes wide open for an improved future. We know that it's very hard keeping up with the inner peace during the most critical items, but those who never leave hope actually make it till the end. And in my opinion, what hope itself, hope is a powerful thing. It inspires us to do an impossible and helps us carry on during difficult times. And hope can come in many different shapes and forms. It may be through our favorite music or a good book, or even by listening to our favorite thought leaders. So if you are looking for a little extra inspiration, you have come to the right place. Check out all our different hope sayings, advices, and you will never be disappointed or not active or sad. You will be always active. And now let's be aware of some quotes on our this topic. And hope is being able to see that there is a light despite all of the darkness. And then others. And so hope gives a positive mind power. It generates an aura around you which protects you from the negatives. This is why hope will always be a sense of life. And let's move to our next quote. Once you choose hope, anything possible. It was said by Christopher Reeve. And next, every so even though we are surviving a pandemic period now, we have survived a pandemic period, and you know that our education was transformed from offline version to online version, and we had to conduct our lessons via Zoom, via our Moodle platform, and for the first year students via Hemis. And we should never give up and hope for the future. And as looking to previous things, you can hope for the better days, and they actually will come. Hope quotes and sayings. You hope for the best, but you have got to prepare for the worst. Rupert Murdoch. Nobody should pin their hopes on a miracle. It was said by Vladimir Putin. It takes courage to choose hope over fear. Mark Zuckerberg. And next our quote is, I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Thomas Jefferson. And about another quote, a good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. You may not always have a comfortable life, and you will not always be able to solve all of the world's problems at once, but don't ever underestimate the importance you can have, because history has shown us that courage can be contagious and hope can take on a life of its own. And all the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. It was said by Winston Churchill. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality. John Self. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the word and never stops at all. Emily Dickinson. The very last you can do in your life is figure out what you hope for. And the most you can do is live inside that hope, not admire it from a distance, but live write it in, under its roof. It was said by Barbara Kingsolver. Hope can be a powerful force. Maybe there is no actual magic in it, but when you know what you hope for most and hold it like a light within you, you can make things happen almost like magic. It was said by Laini Taylor. And this our theme includes itself the grammar section, future tenses, and let's move to grammar section. And future tenses. We during the 4 years education in your bachelor degree, and when you were matriculants and in lyceums at schools, you had these themes, these topics, future. You know them. You are aware of future tenses, but just recall them. And future simple tense definitions. Definition 1. We use them to predict. In predictions, offers, promises, requests, suggestions. For example, will you help me? Shall I get you some coffee? On the spot decisions. Your clothes are dirty. Are they? I will wash them. And nowadays we can substitute shall with will, and shall is becoming obsolete. And future simple tense definition 2. When it's not certain whether something will happen. If they come, I'll buy a bottle of wine. Opinions, hopes, fears, with things, expect, suppose. I think he'll pass his test. Future simple tense positive. As I said before, we can use shall with I and we, and for you, he, she, it, and they will use will, but for all of them we can use will. Example, they will be at the party tomorrow. Future simple tense negative. I shall, you, he, she, it, we, you, they will. We shall, and others, you, he, she, it, you, they will. Or instead of shall, of course, will not plus verb 1. Will not in shortened form will be expressed like want, and shall not in shortened form will be expressed like shan't. And in future continuous tense definitions. Action in progress at a given point in future. I will be flying to Paris this time tomorrow. Logical assumption about the present. He will be sleeping now. It's midnight. Going to future definitions, as we know, going to is used in order to express intention. The action will happen in the future, but the form applies to the present. She is going to take her driving test in a month. Planet actions. I'm going to travel to Paris next week. We can see here there's in both of the sentences the intentions. Going to future definitions too. When there's a certain evidence that something will definitely happen. She is going to have a baby. Action seen as a result of something else in the future. He cannot light a fire. He is going to burn himself. Going to future positive. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are, plus going to plus verb 1. I am going to visit him next week. Going to future in the question form. Am I, are you, is he, she, it, are we, are you, is he, she, it, going to plus verb 1. Are you going to travel next month? Going to future negative. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are, plus not, plus going to, plus word 1. I'm not going to visit him next week. And let's do an exercise with you from your textbook, from Headway. You can see here, you should complete the sentence with the ideas about you. Tell the class about one day I want to, tonight I'm to, right now I'd like to, this weekend I'm going to, I will, looking forward to your replies, and fill in the gaps with your own opinions. And and in this exercise too, you should find words with a partner. You should work with a partner. Which sentence go with which person? There are given 3 people: Tom, Abby, Kelly, and Tom says, "I'm 16. I am fed up with school and exams." And Abby says, "I'm a student in my last year at university. I've got debts of nearly 25,000 pounds." And Kelly says, I leave my job, but it's very stressful." And you should read the sentences and match the person. And in the practice, you should take the right answer here. In the sentences, 1 or 2 verbs are correct, but no, not all 3. Work with a partner and take the correct verb. And you can see the words I, and there's a gap to work in Paris. I want to work in Paris, and we can say also I'd like to work in Paris, but we cannot say I enjoy to work in Paris. We are going to Italy for our holidays, and you should choose whether we are hoping to going to Italy for our holidays, or we like going, or we are thinking of. She'll leave work early tonight. She wants leave. She'd like to leave. She'd like leave, or she cannot leave. Or I to see you again soon. I hope to see you. I'd like to see. I'm looking forward to see you. You should choose them. And we're looking forward to your answers. You will send us. And at the end, we should. I want to end this session with these words: be every time optimist, never give up, go on, hope for the future, keep self-confidence, and always remember that life is good. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that this our session was somehow informative for you. You could gain from it something, and it was useful for you. Goodbye.